actually undertaking my walk to the airport, I'm realizing it's pretty high risk for absolutely zero reward. But I guess I just wanted to have an adventure. And my original plan had been to sleep outside. Then it was a little too cold, so now I'm just walking 3.5 hours to the airport. But if I do miss it, I also do miss my flight back to the US. So that's where that risk comes in. But I don't see any reason why that should happen.
En un monte vecino cantó un cardenal y un mediodía de flechas lo quiso callar, pero tu sol quería volverlo a encontrar.
There's like 45 minutes walk from the hostel to the first path I wanted to take.
En un lugar del tiempo la vida se unió, junto con la inocencia en que nace el amor. Los cuerpos no son carne que regala Dios.
Lucky me, I can see the lake and sunrise much earlier than I thought. Hooray! Now I'm starting my breakfast. It's a nice marble cake. I even have my emergency tuna in case I need to survive. Shout out to Spencer. One worry that I do have is my water situation. I just have my water bottle, and it's true I don't usually drink that much water, but if I do run out of water, hopefully I'll stumble across a stream that empties out into this lake. The other thing that I'm worried about a little bit is time, of course, that I miss it. What I calculated is it should be about 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours of walking. My flight is at 12:30, and I left the house at 5, so I should be arriving to the airport around 9:30. Security will take like 1 second. You don't need to arrive there very early before your flight. So I'm not too worried about the time, unless I get lost or stuck or break my leg. I'm thinking again of why I decided to do this. Am I saving $11? Yes. But do I have $11 to spare? Yes. It's just like I wanted to, so now I'm doing it. And it's probably not the most sound idea or commonsensical idea, but I really do think that I can make it easily. So why not try? Made it to the end of the road. This is the trail that I wanted to go on, I'm pretty sure. So now we continue. If I ever run into any trouble out here, I don't think it's because that the road runs parallel to the beach where I'm walking. It's only about 2 minutes.
Un beso es solo un beso y una condición. Relámpago que en la noche a mi niño asustó. Morirme de la guía, quiero tu perdón.
I'm a very lucky person. I guess I can do this easily, but anything goes wrong at all, I'm quite stuck and not going to make it back to the US either. So I trust in my luck, but really I should just trust in like normal stuff like the bus or calling a cab. 911, you know, I think the biggest lake in Argentina. I'll check it out when I get home. I'll put it on the screen in a caption.
Línea de bailarines de brazos al sol, se mueven como las ramas flexibles al viento.
It's time for my second breakfast now. Nice apple. The awesome thing about eating while on a hike is that it gives you more energy and also takes weight off of your backpack. So it's actually like gives you double energy because you have less to carry. So there you go. Fun fact of the day. It's just really unpleasant to walk on this path, just made out of sand. It's probably for horses, I guess. But like you get nothing back from sand. It's really tough. Because I'm walking right next to the path, but off the path. And I know what they say. You're supposed to stay on the path to protect these fragile montane ecosystems, or this tundra ecosystem. But come on, I gotta get to the airport, man. Walking stick, which actually does make it slightly easier to walk in the sand. You see in the distance there's a little house, which I think must be the end of this trail. It's supposed to be an indigenous something. So that house would be able to see it looks like this gift shop type of thing. I couldn't go past that private property, and it's right next to these people's house, so it's probably their property, and they seem to be home. So now I'm walking up the road. I get a little annoyed because over there is Calafate, where I started out from, and right now I'm walking a little bit back in that direction. Hopefully I'll find a path that can take me left again. I mean, well, east. It's not marked on Google Maps nor on all trails, but it's heading in exactly the direction I want it to. Wow, this is awesome. Nice sunrise. So it's 7:02 right now, so about 2 minutes ago they should have found the key that I left on the desk. I didn't lock the door when I left, so hopefully they're not too mad about that. Who the hell else is walking to the airport like this, man? Well, my trail put me out on this road again. And this sucks, but I guess I'll just have to cross over it, because I'm not going back now. It's not barbed. That means it's just for animals, not for humans, I think. No, I made that up. Don't follow that advice. Go to a path again. I much prefer to be on a path, because I'm less likely to run into the owner of this property I'm on right now. I don't know how mad they would be about private property here in Argentina. So, we'll see if they know what they're doing. I'm sure I won't. Here's a fun fact. Argentina only has 3% public land. 97% of the land in Argentina is privately owned. Most of that is because Patagonia is super empty. There's literally nothing, but still, it's owned by random people. A lot of them foreigners, like investment companies or whatever, or super rich millionaires living in Buenos Aires. So, and they just own huge tracts of land that are closed in with fences, but never go there, never do anything with any of the land, and the animals get tangled up in it and die. From the bus the other day, I saw a lot of corpses, guanacos or vicuñas. But anyways, it's a good thing for me, because it means that the owners of these lands are probably never going to see me.
Siempre es la misma situación cuando paso por mi cama para salir a pasear. Piensa que cualquier detalle la ridiculizará, que la falda está muy corta, que prefiero un pantalón, que con esa minifalda pensará que lo peor. Tiene muy grandes sus tacones de la vida ya de nuevo al tocador y se los tiene que cambiar. El color de los zapatos no va nada con esto, una blusa más clarita le combinaría mejor. Que la mano no le lucen con una sal natural, va corriendo por esmaltes y la empieza a pintar.
Exactly the direction I wanted to go in, so that's nice. Oso dulce de leche, I'll give you a review. I'd give it 3 out of 10. This is the race just over halfway right now.
Siempre es la misma situación. Cuando paso por mi cama para salir a pasear, piensa que cualquier detalle la ridiculizará. Se empieza a soltar el pelo, se lo empieza a alborotar, se le va para adelante, se lo fija con el...
Why did I do this? There's no reason for it except for the fun of being risky. But I think that I did a good job still of doing a healthy risk, because I don't think I could actually die from this or even miss my flight. There's no plane at all right now, which is odd. I decided to go along the lake. There's some paths further along that are written on the Old Trails map that go straight from the beach more inland. So I'll take those if I need to. How am I getting across this? Ah, fuck. What's that? There we go. I think I'm going crazy actually talking to myself. Beach day. The rocky beach is getting narrower and narrower. And I think over there the cliff might go directly into the ocean. It's 8:30. There's 4 hours till my flight. I'm stuck between a rock. I'm gonna try to scramble up right here to the top. I think I made it up the staircase in dude section. Now I'll have to actually rock climb. Over there it's not looking much better with that overhang. It's actually kind of hard, but here we made it. There's Punta Irma.
Quebradeño, humahuaqueñito.
Quebradeñón, humahuaqueñito.
Quebradeño, humahuaqueñito. Fiesta de la quebrada humahuaqueña para bailar, 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 bailar.
I was driving in the car to the airport. I never get to see this cool broken boat or broken house. Taking a little wind or water break in this broken house. Backpack coming off for a second. It's pretty heavy. Really unfortunate thing, I had my mate in here, my cup, and it's gone now. It must have fallen out while I was walking. This is so sad. Oh well. It's only an item. Should have put it in my tote bag there. Walking to the airport. Walking to the airport. Walking to the airport. Walking to the airport song. Right now, I can't see the lake or the road, so I'm just using my compass on my phone to keep going in the right direction, and common sense, I guess. Seems to be a little path here that puts a little confidence in me. I wonder who's making those paths, if it's just cows and guanacos, or if somebody else is out here ever. You know, certainly not walking from the town to the airport, but maybe just walking around for fun. I'm quite sure right now that where the road over there goes to the top of that hill, I'll be able to see the airport right as day. The service is not doing so well, but based on the screenshots of the maps I took, I'm pretty sure I know where I am. I always am very overconfident, but then it always pays off and works out in the end. One day, I think probably I will find out that my overconfidence has its limits, but I still have never found that day just yet. I think I figured out another potential reason why I do stuff like this, because I like to live in the moment so much. And this, I knew I could make it, so that's why it was not so scary. But I had to be very present at every moment to be like figuring out the map or scaling that fucking chasm when I was stuck between the rock and the hard place. So it's making me very present in the moment. I have to be focusing on my challenge, on my task at hand. And this comes with another conversation I was having on the bus yesterday with Grace. I was saying that some people really enjoy sitting around and pondering stuff. And I love to ponder like interesting topics that are interesting to me, but I don't really ponder myself, like my own life or my emotions and such. And I think that's probably, these two things are related. I don't know which stems from what. If I like to be in the present so much, but I'm avoiding thinking about emotions. I don't think so. I think it's actually the other way around. That the reason I don't dwell or think too hard about myself is because I'm in the moment. So I'm too aware of the present moment that I don't even really remember what my previous feelings were. I call it sometimes my object of permanence issue. So I'm thinking about what's going on right now. So yeah, I think I cracked the case basically, and I don't think it's really a problem. I'm not psychoanalyzing or anything. I'm no Andrea Baldomir. Shout out. But you know, fun stuff to ponder while you walk. Oh, I am pondering. What the? Thinking about the philosophy of Rog, forgetting about any plans that you have and being completely influenced just by whims and the ways of the world. Being down for anything, basically, is the very simplified way you could look at it. But it's more about being able to still achieve some sort of beauty or what you wanted to do while taking the influence or allowing yourself to be forced by your environment and everything to go in a different direction. I think a nice way that we could boil down what I think ROG means is that society these days, I mean, like the over-efficient industrial capitalism, yeah, this is getting a little too up-brow now. It was too low before, but now it's too high. But no, really, I do believe that modern society thinks that the best way between point A and point B is a straight line, or is the fastest, most direct route, which is a straight line. But that's not necessarily true. Somewhere we got confused into thinking that best meant fastest or most efficient rather than most beautiful or most fun. So ROG is about rebelling against that idea, and you're still going to get from point A to point B, no problem. But you're going to do it in a way, first of all, that you are wanting, and more importantly, that you're okay with going out of what you plan to do, taking some twists and turns in the way. The best way between point A and B is not the fastest, but the most beautiful, I would say. I took this split in the path that I think will attach me to the main road the cars have been driving down to get to the airport, and then I'll come down that instead of this other one, which probably will put me out to be like coming from like crossing the runway or something, or I'll have to go from behind where the lake meets the airport. Right there's the road. See the cars? Now, this next one might just be a fence for humans and then barbed wire, so that might be an issue. But let me get a little closer to find out. It looks pretty high. There you have it, folks. Right around that curve, Calafate Airport. About 4 hours and 40 minutes walking. It's not so bad at all. And my legs are just beginning to get sore. My toes are beginning to hurt, so good thing I made it just now on time. This last little section of the walk, just along the road, railroad has felt the longest of any of my walks so far. It really is quite unpleasant. That's the last people getting on the previous flight to Buenos Aires right now. I made in time for the earlier flight, not even the one I bought. So that's awesome. They just calculated it in the health app that I got 29,000 steps, which is about 13 miles. So that's awesome. I'm quite satisfied with my success. I'm quite satisfied with the pleasantness of my walk and the sights I saw. I'm mourning the loss of my mate, but you know, all's well that ends well.